solstice celebration, it ought to be with Randomizer.
Yes.
Can it get better? And here we go.
What better way to celebrate? So yes, we are off, and yeah, let's see what's gonna come from this first chest. It's only a big 20.
One of the least exciting possibilities, but it will get better from here, I imagine.
We hope so. And so, what do you think the uncle's gonna hold for us today?
Well, noting real quick that if I'm not mistaken, Tower of Hera and Desert Palace were crystals with the vanilla green pendants at Eastern. I think Uncle's gonna have the bow because Eastern is a pendant, so of course it'll be the bow.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. You see, oh, and it's a fire rod. There we go. I think me and Justin maybe be slightly behind you guys when we are commentating around, but hopefully we'll get that fixed soon. And also getting the 8, both of them getting the 8 drop bomb. This is very, very nice seed for these people.
Yeah, that's a nicely randomized prize pack combined with a nice 50-50 chance that both of them lucked out on getting it to drop. So excellent start for both.
Indeed, and the fire rod is quite nice. It is a required item in almost all seeds, and you can kill big enemies with one hit. And small enemies with one hit as well.
Yes, lots of enemies. It's
lots of
enemies. Yes.
So which enemies do you like to kill, Dustin?
With fire rod, I think one of my favorites is actually the ball and chain guard, because instead of taking 2 pots or 8 sword swipes, it's just 1 fire rod shot.
Or almost an infinite amount of boomerang strikes.
Yes. Exactly.
Well, I don't even think you can kill him with boomerang, but yes. No, I agree. I actually was in a position not too long ago where I had to kill one of the Armos Knights. Is that what they're called? The first boss of the game?
That's what they're called, yeah.
I had to kill one of them. I had to finish one of them with the boomerang. That took forever.
I was there.
Yes, it was an epic moment in my life.
Another 8 bomb drop for Gem, incidentally.
He just ignores it. That's how rich he is.
So does Chex. Well, no, they're actually probably both going to get it. They'll be able to get back to it before it disappears.
Oh, good point. It's only going to give him 2 bombs. Because math. But they're also finding that 50 rupee pickup, which is nice. They're going to have enough for the bottle vendor very shortly.
Yeah. That is nice. So we'll probably, I imagine, see both of them just go straight to the Lost Woods rather than mess with the Lumberjack Cave.
That is a good point. Yeah, the Lumberjack Cave is kind of fallen out of fashion.
Well, it's understandable.
Yeah. I think last time in Paris, it was no Lumberjack Cave going down the catwalk, so I think that's what's happening.
That's a good point. Maybe it was last Labor Day that you weren't supposed to check Lumberjack Cave after? So now it's just going forward?
Yes, that is correct. You're gonna be able to find out soon, actually, as you're going in that direction.
That's true. I am headed there tomorrow.
So anything else from your personal life that we want to know? I'm just No, so we're going through the escape sequence. This is similar for every standard randomizer, so that's why we are diversing and talking about some other things. But we have a Gem slightly ahead of Chex, and I did speak to Chex not too long ago, and he says that he is normally quite nervous for this thing. So hopefully his nerves have calmed down and he can do a nice, relaxing speedrun.
Well, and I mean, you understand why anybody would be nervous going up against Gem. Gem was an auto qualifier, having gotten to the late stages of the fall tournament. Chex is a very good player, and so I mean, he has absolutely every chance here, and obviously they've each won a match or won a game in this match. Ken Ben, you saw the first game.
Yes.
What were your impressions from that one?
Chex won the first one, actually, and he was playing really well. And yeah, he made a lot of good decisions. It was a potentially trolley seed, but it never really trolled him too much. So no, it was quite nice. Oh, and we're gonna get a lot of drops, but he's actually not gonna pick anything up.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a waste at this point. I think he just wanted to clear them out of the way because they were in an annoying pattern, blocking him.
Those ropes can be so annoying.
They certainly can. They can be very ropey.
That name is so weird.
Yeah, well, think about like all of the weird names in the early Nintendo first-party games, and this is a sequel to a Nintendo first-party game, so
you carry an excellent point, sir. Oh yes, he got the key. I was thinking Chex got the wrong rat, but no, it's only me who gets wrong rats.
You're not the only one, that's for sure.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh, right, boomerang.
Worst boomerang, and the map is boomerang. As well as the heart container, so not too exciting. Gem's saving himself about a second and a half.
Oh yeah, you actually know how much time it saves to go for the top bomb there?
Yeah, depending on how well you time it.
Yes.
It's pretty minimal.
Your time save is depending on how much time you save.
Yeah, basically.
Huh, never thought about that. So now they can check the sank chest because they found the burrito already, so just a big 20.
Alright, well they're over 100, so, I mean, they were gonna get over 100 in Kakariko anyway, but still, it's nice to see early.
Yeah, it's not Zora money, but you know, you have the pod dip monies soon, you might have, chess games, stuff like that. You're gonna need some money. Hyrule is an expensive city to visit.
That's true. You're chucking 100 at the bottle vendor. You've got a shop where they're selling bombs for 50 rupees, potions for 150. Ooh, and Chex is going to go ahead and check Lumberjack Cave here. More checking by Chex than by Gem.
Fitting his name quite well.
Yeah, doing extra checks is Chex.
Yes. Well, he is a human after all.
Yeah. Well, he gets bombs for his trouble, so,
Well, the one time I actually wanted rupees instead, I suppose. Oh, what do we got? We got just a heart piece. All right.
Yeah, it's too bad. So, the last race I called was pretty interesting. Both runners diverging from the very start because they picked up the Book of Medora in Escape.
Oh.
One runner checked the pedestal and found that it was the Quake medallion.
Oh. You don't really know if you need it or not. Was it required though?
Eventually we learned Crystal Turtle Rock was Quake.
Oh, that's cool.
An hour and 20 minutes later, the other runner checked the pedestal.
Oh no.
And yet, the race only finished 2 minutes apart.
But did the early pet check pay off?
Burl. Well, it did, but it was like the game kept wanting to troll. Like it benefited the runner who checked it, like in the most minimal of ways. It was crazy.
So Chex just bombed that bird. I know they found the moon pearl, but he just bombed the bird. I understood why he did it later when he was doing the tree pull because he needed to activate the next level of tree pull. But it was just so fun. Like I really hate this bird. It's going down.
Yeah, that bird's horrible. I just want to destroy him. Good call, because he got magic refills, so
Yeah, that could be important.
Yeah.
Well, he has the fire rod.
Mm-hmm.
So we are gonna see what's in Kakariko well. They fell into that well because they couldn't see that well. Alright, sorry. So we got the hammer!
Whoa, there we go.
Hammer's very nice. And that's it. But hammer is nice. Oh, and I think that was a very good sentence.
That was an excellent sentence.
Thank you. I think we may have some issues with our tracker as well, but we'll be fine.
Oh, we'll manage.
Yeah, we can remember. So hammer, moon pearl is what's missing from the tracker. We got this.
Oh, and how about the bow too?
Yeah, the bow is kind of important to have the tracker. This is nice though. Bow is often a little trolley item. So, actually, I have a question for you, Justin. I usually ask this question. What item will be the trolliest today?
Well, I mean, we're starting to see stuff, so I'm gonna guess. You know what? I'm gonna guess that Ice Rod is actually not required because Turtle Rock is a pendant. So the trolley item will be the lantern, and now we have the mirror.
I'm so glad you didn't say mirror, and then I found it like this. Okay, so mirror and moon pearl and hammer We are a glow away from Dark World. Although the mirror wasn't an important part of that equation, I just threw it in there.
Well, it helps, you know, from super Dark World access, not just half Dark World access.
And with the double power upgrade, you get super duper Dark World access.
Yes, you really do. Then it's like, man, you can just do whatever you want.
It's ultra mode.
Question. I'm glad I started doing this, which is what Jen just did, a long time ago, and it seems to have caught on.
Yeah, there's the blind checks.
Yeah.
It really depends on how many items you find in Kakariko, I think.
I know. In this circumstance, I wouldn't have, because I just got a loaded Kakariko. But
I'm so glad it did this that I would never have done. No, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice to have the bow now for Mini Moldarm. It's gonna make that all... do the Mini Moldarms take damage from the Fire Rod?
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And you get the splash damage from the Fire Rod sometimes too, so you can sometimes kill the two that are on the left with one shot if you get really lucky.
That is nice. It's like the siege tank in StarCraft.
Is that what the siege tank does?
It does splash damage, but so does a million other units in that game. But it's like the siege tank.
I'm thinking of, what am I thinking of? Command and Conquer Red Alert, the mortar tank thing. It throws a splash damage projectile.
There we go. It's just like that. The Fire Rod is just like
it's identical.
Yes. That's what I think about when I see it.
They copied Zelda when they're... Ooh, oh, that's a powder.
Oh, nice. Getting all the safeties. Well, one safety. But it's one of all of them.
It's interesting that we now have hammer and powder when we're still in the light world. That could be a moon pearl on Magic Bad.
No, they have the moon pearl.
Or yeah, what I meant was access to the dark world. It would be glove on Magic Bad.
Okay, yeah, there you go. There you go. You saved it. You saved it very well, sir.
My brain was in the right place. My mouth was not.
I don't know where your heart was, but.
Let's just not talk about that part.
Yeah, actually, Justin doesn't have a heart. He just... I'm just kidding. No, he has plenty of hearts. He collects a lot of them, actually. So, we got... Oh, lantern! Making you look bad.
That's true.
And see, I never even said an item, so nothing can make me look bad.
Pretty much. You made the safe choice. I was thinking, oh, this isn't a very generous guy, and then the lantern showed up, so it's like, well, okay.
Yeah, and it gives 300 rupees too, which is kind of vanilla.
Ooh, and Chex up to 442 on his rupee count because he did not have to buy extra bombs. And I mean, Jem didn't either, but it's a good call because he picked up the 10 bomb upgrade.
Yeah.
So, may as well stock up. He had plenty of money. But we could have something... Ooh, is Chex getting bodied by the crab in the back.
He's really low, and there's a lot of opportunity to take damage here, so he has to be careful now.
He's checking the stun prize, and it's only a bomb, as Jem picks up Bombos in the Ice Shroud Cave. So yeah, he was hoping that would be a heart. Instead, he's just going to have to be really careful.
It's a good thing he has the best boomerang to hit these guys with.
Yeah, it's definitely the best one.
I feel we're agreeing on many things here.
That's the situation where I would have chucked that bomb and then walked into the explosion.
Oh, likewise, sir.
Jem checking the floating island. It looks like it was just an arrow upgrade.
Yes, same as on library, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Some people said they may have seen silvers on library, but I think it was just an upgrade. Anyway, Chex is actually gonna go fake flippering, I think. He has almost Zora money, but he needs to survive to get there.
Well, and he's like, hey, if I get hit while I'm fake flippering, I would have died anyway in this situation, so why not just double down on it?
I'm sure that's his logic. No, I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, and there's the power glove.
What is this seed? This is being so nice. But this is interesting because a lot of options are open now all of a sudden.
Yes, they are. Oh, okay.
Like they can finish Eastern, which is it's a green pendant. Someone did a map check. I didn't pay attention. And they can go Hype Cave. They can go that Village of Outcasts. They can go up to Death Mountain.
Checks with the unlucky multiple of 4 piece of heart to get a health upgrade, and it put him back into swimming state while he was
Why
in the
does
cave.
the health upgrade put you back into... Okay, anyway,
Hey,
Skullwood...
I was right about Turtle Rock at least.
You were, but I predict ice is still required because Trinex is going to have...
Ooh.
I don't know what he can have at this point, actually. Flute?
Sword on the Zora ledge.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, so he's gonna go check Hobo now, I think. Literally gonna go and check Hobo.
Yeah. A bottle in Hype Cave, so that opens up the Sick Kid in Kakariko, and that's nice because you've got the hammer and powder, so you're gonna get 2 checks when you do that.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was like a 2 out of 10 hype.
There was a little bit of hype.
Yeah, I got a lot of money though, so you can go check Zora. Man, they can finish Pod. They can finish Thieves Town. They can finish Skull Woods.
Yeah,
They can almost go to like ice. They're missing Mets for ice. There's a lot of options now.
It really is. It's open, just wide as you can.
It's like a topological set. So many open sets, subsets.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe even a matrix.
That's the metaphor you were going for as well. I'm just bragging. Sorry, I should stop bragging.
When I can go with a math metaphor, you know, I'm gonna take
and the hook shot! Oh, Death Mountain is open now.
Wow.
Basically.
Yeah, it was anyway, because mirror and hammer, but, you know, it's easier to get over there now.
Thank you. Yes, you're right. You're right, Justin. Okay, so Chex is gonna get his Dark World access, but Chex knows there's a sword somewhere that Gem does not know, so that is interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting information. And Gem, I mean, I'm not saying fake flippering was a bad decision, and I'm not saying not fake flippering was, because obviously Chex got some really useful information out of doing that, and also routed very nicely off of Hobo to then go up to Eastern quickly. So, you know, nice bit of info. Going to take a different route here, though, than Gem, so not going to have a bottle when he heads over to the Village of Outcasts, so the Sick Kid's going to remain an orphan for him.
That's true.
Oh, no, he's not, because he's going to go to Death Mountain. He's bucking the trend completely.
That was a very long and interesting sentence. I was like, when will this sentence end? But it did. Never. Who needs sentences? Yeah. Have you read like there's some literature that's called like conscious train of thought or something? You know, when they just like how you think is like you never complete a sentence.
Stream of
basically. Stream of consciousness. Thank you. Like Mrs. Dalloway or something. See, I know stuff. Anyway, we have a pod dip from Gem, and it's not bow locked, although he has the bow. But that's good. That means he's going to be able to go for the cool route.
Yes.
As I call it, as it is commonly known.
It's very cool.
It's very, very cool. Cue the Nerd Crew joke right here.
Exactly.
So Chex is, yeah, like you said, going to the mountain. Man, I'm just repeating my co-caster. I'm such a good caster. And it's gonna be interesting. We have Spectacle Rock. We have inside Spectacle Rock. We have Tower O'Hara, which is a crystal, and it's completable.
Yeah.
He actually needed the hammer to complete that.
Yeah.
And we have a book from Gem.
Yeah, that's maybe not something you wanted to see. Generally.
Yeah, even more options. Although you can't really take. You can only check. You can't really. Yeah. Anyway, so Gem is going on that right route. Doesn't need to glitch anything. They have so many like. Okay, what? They're looking for flippers.
Definitely.
And flute because of Meyer, and the red cane. And that's it. Maybe.
It right now. Certainly boots are possible.
Boots and a medallion is definitely possible. Or maybe even 2. Well, only one more medallion is required. We don't know which one. But yeah.
at least as it stands. Lumberjack was just a...
Oh, speaking of medallions.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean, this seed is certainly lining itself up if it now continues to behave.
I think we should call this seed a word beginning with J in honor of Gem. It's a gem seed, I suppose.
Okay. I mean, maybe it will be Gem's jet seed today.
Yes.
But if Chex checks enough locations that Gem doesn't, it might be more of a jet seed for Chex.
That's true. So we have 2 items in... I don't think he's found any items here in... Tower of Hera. Words take some time sometimes. Oh, and he doesn't have the hook shot nor the boots, so he's nor a sword. He's actually not... Yeah, that's a very dangerous bomb jump to fail.
Yes, it is. You can set up a bomb jump using 2 bombs, but its setup is slow, and this is a perfectly safe play. So why not just do this?
Yeah. Health and safety is our main issue here.
Right.
You need to wear those hard hats.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you're trying to avoid hard hat beetles.
That's a good point. That's what they got the hammer. Well, you got to be careful. You know, you have strong tools like hammers. You got to wear protection.
Indeed. All right, so Chex on to the Moldorm fight. That Wormburger is going to troll, of course, but let's see how badly. Ooh, nice little dodge there, and there's our 3rd medallion.
Okay, so wow, at this point, it's guaranteed flippers, mitts. Oh, I forgot about mitts.
Yeah, definitely going to need 1 more glove upgrade. So that's looking like a highly potential trolling item right now.
Yes.
Is the Titan's Mitts.
But Titan's Mitts is interesting because there are limits to how trolling mitts can be because it opens up so many locations. So if mitts is the only item you're looking for, you have a certain limit.
That's true. You are limited. So, but what can happen, and this is what happened in the previous race I commentated, you find them early, everything else is not in that sphere. Your opponent doesn't, and so your opponent's checks are limited. You end up checking everything. So that's how it can end up being a troll, even when you wouldn't expect it to be.
And people think randomizers are easy. Well, actually they don't, but...
I was wondering who you meant, because I'm
you know, people. Oh, I like how he's lining it up with a non-existent sword. That always looks great.
Mm-hmm. Little crab walk. This is annoying because it's fine if you have a sword, but now he actually just has to dodge, and it's not easy.
He could use the best meringue to help him, but I guess it causes lag. Maybe.
It causes lag and also the menuing time. So.
Oh yeah.
He's through it pretty well. So we'll see a check here by Chex. Chex doing some checks, and then gonna mirror out.
It never gets old, guys! Alright, so Pod has given us a lot of medallions so far.
Yeah, Palace of Medallions.
And a book. So it's been pretty good.
It has.
And Mountain not so good yet, although he had to finish that Trolldom fight anyway. He was a crystal.
Oh yeah. Let's see what Floating Island says. Oh my goodness!
Oh. And they need mitts. So flippers are mitts locked, which means that mitts won't be go mode.
Yeah, that's correct.
But might be almost go mode.
It could be a no mode that essentially is a go mode.
So this is going to be wow. It is a very fast seed. So Red Cane could be trolling, and I actually suspect it might be.
Yeah, it's looking like the one. You really only need it in 1, possibly 2 places, so it's pretty limited.
Yes.
You know, in the routing for it, you know, it could be in a lot of places.
If you sell it on eBay, you're gonna get a lot.
That's true. It's rare.
Yes, limited and rare.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have the right side. Well, the east. My cardinal locations are great. The east, the Death Mountain check from Chex. From human. Crap.
From human. Or Chex by Chex.
Yes. So where does Gem go from now? He didn't really get any items that sends him in a particular direction.
Yeah, not really. Looks like he's thinking about Swamp Palace.
But he doesn't have the flippers.
Yeah, so why is he going this way?
Well, he did get the book, so maybe he's gonna do like a southern tour and include some book locations.
Yeah, I guess he could. Oh, and the boots for Chexhuman.
Those are not even potentially required. Well, now they may unlock something.
They might, and also that really validates his decision to go to Death Mountain early.
It's kind of weird for Jem to go to this direction because he doesn't have the mitts, so he can't continue too far.
Now, here's what we might see. We're not going to right this second, but I thought we might see Chex load up a water walk and go get that sword, because he still doesn't have one either.
Ah, good point. But yeah, he has to... Well, oh, can he get the sword with boots?
Yeah, he can. So what you do... The boots, as you may know, give you water walking power under certain circumstances when you dash.
You need the Moon Pearl, right?
An edge. You don't actually need the Moon Pearl for that.
Okay.
What you need the Moon Pearl for is fake flippering. So, if you set up a water walk, and the way that you activate a water walk is by jumping to the south off of a ledge into the water. So if you set that up, and then you fake flipper and get it on your first try, you'll be in swimming mode. You can then go into the waterfall cave and be water walking, but you still have a stored water walk. When you then... Oh, and the ice rod! Now that's definitely something Jem didn't want to see.
That is true.
But to finish my explanation...
Yes, please.
When you then jump off the ledge below Zora, you'll initiate a second water walk and be able to walk to the location where we know the sword is. So it'll depend on how anxious Chex is to get a sword, for one, and then also to find out what Zora has, because he didn't have enough money for it the first time.
Yeah, so this is why Justin is in top 64 and I'm not even playing the tournament.
Chex also seems to have forgotten that he has boots. Which
yes, I was looking at that, and it's slightly annoying, but I'll try and not let it tickle me too much.
I did this for about 20 minutes in a tournament race in the fall. Thankfully, it did not affect my win.
Oh, that would be, yeah.
I was hookshot stratting all over the place. It looked really fancy, but it was completely useless.
Well, it was useful. Like, it's still faster than just
walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but since I didn't need to be doing that, it was a bit silly. Now I'm intrigued. Incidentally, Chex didn't check the pyramid, so.
Oh, he's not gonna get there.
Is he gonna get over there? He might leave Pod and go over, but that's a pretty wide check that you don't need to make. You can just go there in the first place.
Okay, I think my brain just farted. I saw the sick kid giving out a small key, but that can't be right.
No, it wasn't anything important.
No. Okay, red coin, thank you.
That's the official name for 20 rupees, a red coin.
Yes,
that was a joke.
Sorry, I was reading something at the same time. Oh man, I left you hanging there, didn't I?
I'm just like, silence. Okay.
Oh. Alright. They were all laughing at me when I said I wanted to be a comedian. They're not laughing now!
Yeah.
Alright.
You're on a Link to the Past randomizer.
You are watching Link to the Past Randomizer with Justin and Canban. Hey, he runs! He runs! It's a miracle!
He did. It's like he reminded himself that he has boots.
Good. So we're gonna check the chess game. Only some money. Hey, didn't go in a negative though.
True. Netted 80 rupees in the process, I think. Is it 80 or 70? Is it 30 to play that game?
I don't know.
You know, it's 30. Yeah, so it was a 70 net.
100 minus 30 is 70. I can confirm that.
I thank you very much, Mr. Math Teacher.
Yes. All right, so Village of Outcasts is pretty empty so far, but not that many locations have been checked either. I guess Thieves Town is the most dense location.
Yeah, and it's crystal anyway, so why not? Jem's gonna have no trouble with a hammer blind.
Oh yeah, he won't, but it's still a difficult fight.
It's not easy, but Jem will have no trouble with it.
Yeah, I would.
I had quite a lot of trouble with that for a long time. It's just a matter of really it's getting good at the scripted fight with the sword first, and then it's just sort of adjusting the way you do that fight to having the hammer.
See, that's where I fail.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Getting good at, well, just getting good at the game in general. But yeah, I just fail at life, Justin. That's just how it is.
Well, hey, a Link to the Past randomizer.
Yeah, at least I'm casting this game right now. It can only go one way from here. Let's just put it that way. Yes,
straight down. This is the pinnacle.
This is the pinnacle.
You might even call it the solstice.
Now that I learned a new word, let's use it as much as possible. I like it. I like it.
We're gonna use that 7 knowledge.
Yes. Oh, one time I want to just like agree silently between us before the race start on just a random word that we have to just sneak in the cast somewhere.
I'm sure we can figure out how to do that.
And it's not the same word for each. Like I'll get a word and you get a different word, and then we can. Yeah, we'll have to do that sometime. Not a bad word, just a really weird one.
Of course not.
Like flamingo or something that doesn't make any sense for this at all.
No, we've got to have it tied to something. Otherwise, what's the point?
Oh wait, tight? No,
tie to it. So. So even if it's like a really unusual way to describe something in the game, it should still at least make a little bit of sense.
No, the word can be completely random, but the challenge is to make it natural when you say it, within the context. Yeah, so we can,
There we go, kind of like...
Dinothesia gets it, you know, Jem looks like a flamingo right now with that outfit. There we go. Very nice. Chat, you should be casting, you're doing a better job than
me. Way better.
So much better. Oh, my co-caster, Matt, I'm telling you.
Ice Rod was at digging game.
Yeah, someone buried that ice rod to keep it cold.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. You know, it's that geothermal cooling rod.
Man, you with your fancy words, geothermal. Whew.
You should know about that up in Norway.
Yeah, I guess I kind of should, huh?
Yeah. So, yeah, Jem been eating his shrimp. It's like, I'm trying to think what Chex has been eating. Spinach, maybe? Like Popeye?
Yeah, then, that or jelly beans, like just the green ones.
Yeah, that's true. And then if they get blue mail, I wonder what colors they'll become, because there's that guy that actually looks like Papa Smurf. Have you seen that guy?
No, I have not.
Yeah, so he consumed so much colloidal silver because he bought one of those like scams by those really crank doctors that it gives you health.
This is a great tangent.
His skin turned blue, so it's like he found the blue mail kind of in real life.
Wow.
And what's hilarious is that he's got a white beard as well, so he really, really does look like Papa Smurf. It's not even just that he's blue; it's that he's blue and has a white beard.
Oh yeah, so it was the mushroom in the. Sorry, that was a great tangent. I just have to say that. I rate that tangent a perfect 5 out of 7.
Thank you.
Yes, it's an old meme, but it checks out. So we're gonna have we have the conjoined boss fights here with Helmasaur and oh, careful there, Chex. You don't want to die to Helma.
This is not good for Chex.
That was so close.
It was. Meanwhile, Jem is absolutely sticking the hammer. Oh goodness, hammer Helmasaur. Chex 8 arrows away from getting out of this, but he cannot take one hit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh god. Looks like it's in the air. Yes! Oh man!
Oh, meanwhile, Jem dies!
Jem died! Oh man! Wow! So much happening, and Jem's gonna go ahead and leave. is fine. It's a perfectly fine routing decision. I can't believe he went through the first 2 phases of blind with no problem at all. He was nailing it. Oh,
yeah,
man.
literally, he had a hammer.
Exactly. Oh, man, what a sequence of events that is.
So I don't even remember Gem's fight versus Helmasaur. I guess that was fairly uneventful compared to this one.
Oh, it was yeah. It was a piece of cake.
Wait, why is he going in there? Is it a store?
Red potion.
See, I see there's all sorts of stores. Oh, and 10 bombs for some reason.
May as well, I guess. He's still got plenty of money for...
I have a question.
Sure.
He could buy a shield there.
He could.
Does that mean if he finds a shield progression, it's going to be the next one?
No.
And there's suddenly like 4 shields in the game?
Nope. It is completely independent of shield progression.
So he can buy a Fisher Price shield and then pick up another Fisher Price shield.
Yes, and also there's a fire shield available for 500 from other
okay, yeah.
vendors, and that one also isn't progressive. So if you pick up Fisher Price shield, you just keep your fire shield, and then you'll pick up a fire shield again if you find it. So yeah, it was disappointing when I was first learning Randomizer. I'm like, oh cool, I can get a mirror shield really easily, and then it didn't work. So
terrible disappointment. You missed some terrible disappointment.
And this is going to be terribly difficult because blind is up high, and that's just annoying.
Oh yeah, he's not scripted anymore, huh?
No, he's not scripted.
Well, he is, but it's a different part of the script.
Yeah.
He has the red potion now. And meanwhile, though, Chex is going into Eastern, which I like. Although it is a pendant.
It is a pendant. Nope, and he steals a hit. He's got to be really careful. There's no reason, honestly, to be sitting on 1.5 hearts with stuff that can do 2 hearts of damage nearby.
Yeah. Okay, I think he's got this now. It's almost impossible for him to die. Oh, okay, I shouldn't say these things. Okay, there we go.
He's fine. Blind must have... our eyes were locked on Chex's fight. Because Gem just... I mean, you can't overstate. He absolutely sailed through the first 2 phases. So I'm like, all right, he's fine. Then over on Chex's side, he was on 1.5 hearts against Helmasaur King with green mail, which is basically half a heart. So
yes.
It was like, okay, this is a no-brainer, so let's just focus on Chex. And then Gem was the ending up taking the death from like 8 hearts.
Yeah, no, yeah, 6 at least, but yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, strange occurrence, and you know, I have
difficult speaking
for yes, that too. Great respect for Gem as a runner, and so that was why I was so certain he was going to nail the fight. But I mean, that just shows you the difficulty that a lot of these skills, especially when they're non-standards linked to the past skills, like using the hammer on blind, just how difficult they can be, even for the absolute top runners of the game.
High cut type, yeah, I was like, Chex skipped that big chest check, but I think he may have counted up 3 items already. Well, that doesn't make any sense with 3 items already, because Big Key is one of them. I don't know if that's possible. I think it's barely possible. Yeah, it has to be possible.
Well, there's 3 items before the big chest, or 3 item locations.
No, has to be 4, because one of them is the Big Key. So that means that he has skipped an item. No, because there's only one after. But there's only one after.
There's the one in the dark room. So it's possible to get all 3 items by the time you check the big chest, and that's your 3rd item.
Yeah, but he skipped the big chest.
But he skipped the big chest, so... And he gets the map, so
well, if the compass is in the big chest and that's the only thing he skipped, then he should.
Did he go all the way around to the back? Because I was
yes, the back had the big key.
Then he had 3 items, so that's why he didn't check the big chest.
So he's gonna check Chargelush now. He's gonna have to carry a bomb or something. Oh.
And he touched the mirror, or the sparkles accidentally. He's gonna get sucked back into pod.
Oh, he hasn't finished pod?
No, he finished pod.
It gets sucked in.
Yeah.
It's like a black hole. Well, it is the powers of darkness. No light can, not even light can escape the powers of darkness.
Exactly.
Also, he's remembering his boots, which is nice.
It is nice. Boots are
Yeah, so Boots was in Death Mountain, so Jem is a little bit behind on speed, but Chex was as well because he forgot he had them.
That's true, and he also did an Eastern Palace that didn't net him anything.
Yes.
He's also still lacking the hook shot. It looks like he's going to go get it, though. Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's a good point here from one of the chat guys that has such yellow letters I can't read it. But that Eastern Palace did was completely pointless.
Yeah, that would be Haiku type, and it was. I'm not sure I like that play because there are other things to be doing right now.
There are things to be done.
Yeah, and it's not even that he was low on things to do. Oh my goodness!
Oh, the swords are the trolley items this time around, it seems.
That was the correct answer. That's for sure.
Wow, so that means that is tempered. It cannot be any other sword than tempered or butter.
That's right.
Huh.
Unbelievable. So we know where two swords are. We can't get either one, at least within logic.
Well, we know where flippers are. Well, so if we have mitts, we can get a sword. By a crazy logic.
If we have mitts, we can get a sword because we'll be able to mirror to the floating island.
Yes, and the floating island has the flippers. Yes.
Chex, and soon Jim will be able to.
Oh,
man.
Will he though?
Yeah. He's
Careful
still got to
there,
be
Chex.
careful over here too, because these guys do 2 heart damage.
Yeah, and even if they only did 1.
Yeah. Gonna have to bonk this. And
It's a good thing he doesn't have to jump down into that pit though.
True.
That's a horrible place to stay. Okay, so he's gonna probably do the... he might do the mirror and go to Zora.
Yeah, he might, but he won't be able to do what we were talking about if he does.
That's true.
Jem's gonna do a bomb jump back across. Ah! Just
Or
missed
not.
it. He only falls 1 floor from that position, however, so not a huge...
Oh, that is much better. Okay.
Yeah.
So Chex. Oh, didn't Chex already know? I think he already knew about that sword.
He did.
So they know about 1 sword each, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. And Chex was up Death Mountain early before he had the book, so he doesn't know that that's on tablet.
That's right. He didn't even read Harry Potter.
No. No literacy whatsoever. So... yeah, just fine.
So that's 1 bomb capacity upgrade per 100 rupees. That's a really rotten deal, Zora. Come on, man.
As usual, the scam artist of Hyrule. I think next time I play Ocarina of Time, I'm just going to leave it frozen.
I didn't even know he was in that game. Okay, so, before anyone kills me in chat, no, I've actually not played Ocarina of Time much. Sorry.
It's all good, just do it someday.
Yeah, I've started it. And, I'm not gonna say anything else.
Fair enough.
We're gonna leave that as a mystery.
I like it. Keep your viewers in suspense.
Yes, this is the greatest mystery of all.
So Gem deciding going back in for what we know is a piece of heart, a good idea. I mean, it is from a play standpoint because we've still got a lot of possibilities in front of us.
Yeah, we need the mitts, and we need actually another sword too that we don't know about because that tablet sword can't be our master sword.
Right. Exactly. So, all right. So it looks like Chex now going to do.
Let's do some landscaping.
Yeah, almost changed his mind, but no, he's going to go ahead and...
Well, yeah, no one's done Skull Woods. It is a pendant, and he's already wasted time in a pendant, so that's understandable.
And you can't finish it because swords are trolling us.
Oh, wow, that's true. I was thinking, oh, that's the fire rod, but yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm actually a little surprised that neither runner immediately did desert. Gem less so because Gem hasn't found the boots yet. But the Chex, after getting the book, didn't go to desert, which is a crystal.
Yes, clarable crystal.
Yeah, equipped with everything you need, and a fire rod to do the boss with.
Good point. Don't even have to use bomb strats. How many bomb hits do you need to kill one of the land balls?
That I have absolutely no idea because it's not something I ever want to do.
Don't you know everything, Justin? Man, my faith in you is just dropped down so much right now. It's fine, man. It's fine. So Gem will find his boots eventually. Oh, it's gonna be Bootless Spiral. The Walk of Shame.
Yeah, same as Chex had to do.
True, but we don't talk about that. For some reason, I don't know. Oh, that hammer hitbox.
Yep, gotta love it against Moldworms.
Moldworms in general are very trolly items, and pun intended, I guess. I don't even know if that's a pun.
That they're items? Yeah, it's just a misnomer.
Yes. I forgot that word existed.
Oh, well, happy to reintroduce it to you.
Yes. Can't ban misnomer. Misnomer can't ban.
A Moldworm rod would be a great idea. I think, yeah, I think we're gonna petition the devs for that one.
Oh, that would be great. It's like a bee, but it's more annoying. If that's not even like almost not possible.
Well, yeah, maybe if it traveled like a bee moves towards a Moldworm, that would be pretty cool.
Oh, that would be great. We have a lot of good ideas there. We need to make sure we patent them before anyone steals them. It's gonna go with a double bomb. He actually accidentally kills all the Molochs.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Alright, so, both of them kind of... Actually, what's going to be interesting now is what Gem does from here, because Gem has a lot of options open now that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright. And it seems that he's going to be heading towards Kakariko Village. Maybe Skull... No, going back to the... Oh, no, Bonk Rocks, yeah. I don't think Chex has done Bonk Rocks. Oh, Mitz could be in King's Tomb. That would be ironic. I love it when, like, Mitz are in... Or there. Could also be there.
Could be.
Yeah. That was, like... That was not Commentator's Curse. That was a Twitch chat blessing.
And a lovely one.
Yes. So that means he should go back up to the mountain, get flippers, use the flippers to get a sword, and then maybe do something else. Oh, he hasn't checked the Lumberjack Cave yet.
True. Good point. So he'll do that, and then, yeah, let's see what's next. I really hope it's desert, but it's not looking like it will be.
Yeah, from Gem. No, he's got to do East Death Mountain now, Dark Death Mountain, because it's open. He can do all the Hookshot Cave, and he knows he's gonna get flippers.
Yeah, I guess the flippers are probably the deciding factor.
Wait, what happened with Chex? Did I miss something? Tad is pointing something out. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention for a second. Oh, we both weren't. There was something. Clip it. It was really cool.
All right, so we have another Hammer Blinds. And he's taken 3 hearts of damage already. I mean, that just goes to show how quickly this fight can get tough real quick.
They have not been able to change their collection of clothing yet, so no fashion yet. So it gives more damage.
Down to 3 hearts. Down to 2. Oh, he gets man. Wow.
Let's see what Gem gets from his Paradox. Super Bunny, and not too interesting. Oh wow, Lyman Jones actually clipped it. Thank you, man. So Chex apparently had some difficulties with the ledge, but he almost he barely made it.
Yeah, let's see this.
I'll pay attention to the match while you watch the clip. We got such a good caster coupling. We got this.
That is seriously impressive. Okay.
No, now I want to see it.
Yeah, now you watch. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now we switch it up. We got this, man.
Money in the Hookshot Cave like crazy. Are we gonna see after the?
Holy crap!
After the flippers grab, are we gonna see maybe a Spike Cave check? It's out of logic. but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Did Chex get the mitts now?
Yes.
Not just Gem. Chex got the mitts as well. No, I think he's gonna do it right now. No, he's gonna get him right now.
Okay, now. We'll not.
Now? Or now?
Yeah. Now. There we go.
Very close. Very close. Now.
There we go.
Yes, got the mitts. And we're gonna have Gem gonna. Did he check Kingston? Oh, he's gonna. If he survives on his way there.
Yeah, shoots an arrow at him just for fun.
But actually, Chex will be doing Graveyard Ledge, which I don't think Gem has done.
Nope. So good routing here.
I think the reason the soldiers attack you is that because the wardrobe you.
Could be.
It also makes sense because they deal less damage when you have different males because they like them better. Oh, the shovel.
More fetching.
Oh, great. It didn't look like Gem actually delivered that, but I know he did. It was just kind of weird graphically. Shovel on the ledge.
More 20 rupees. So, let's see. Where's Gem gonna head now? I wonder if he will do a... No, he's so close, but not doing a Zora check with the flippers.
Oh, you got the flippers! Go check the sword! Oh, he doesn't know the sword. Oh, he's gonna... Where is it? Which whirlpool is this?
This is gonna go over by the dam.
There we go. Oh, and he becomes invisible. Oh, the secret power of Gem.
Yes.
What is Chex doing?
He's gonna go turn in the mushroom.
Oh, he's gonna do the water walk glitch. Okay, there
and
we
he
go.
did a water walk. Saved himself a couple seconds.
There we go.
If you bonk as you pass the hole in overworld locations, that's a way to charge that.
Looks like Gem is gonna check this other tablet and then maybe head into desert.
Could it be another sword?
Oh, that would be glorious.
No.
Oh, no, again?
Desert.
Huh. He's gonna do it later.
Yep, he'll do it after. Boomerang, the best boomerang.
The what? I'll. It's just because I'm a noob. Can you? No, you can't use the hookshot to get super speed without a sword, can you?
Yes, you can.
Oh, are you sure?
Yep, I'm positive.
Alright. Huh. Oh, almost got the... Oh, no, Gem. The thought was really good, but the execution was just slightly off.
Yeah, that guy's just annoying when you don't have a sword. Well, we have the swag net, so...
Okay, you're proving me right. Or you're proving yourself right. Chex just did super speed with no sword, so...
Yeah. No, it's a nice thing to be aware of. It's not something you obviously run into very often, but when it happens...
Oh, the inhuman reactions from Chex, did you see that?
That was a very, very nice...
Oh, wait, Jam just picked up the big key and skipped the big chest. He's just gonna go... Oh, yeah, if Lanmoas has an item, he doesn't need to check anything else.
Yep. It's not really a gamble, it's just more of a, you know, a swag routing decision when it works out.
Yes. But the thing is, the big... Well, actually, the big chest has to have a smoky, so I can actually understand that.
That's right, yeah. So, I mean, if he has to come back and check, then fine. If not, he's saved a fair bit of time.
So when Chex gets his flippers, which he will now, he will know where the sword is, so he will go straight for Zora probably and pick that up.
You would think, and I wonder then if we might get a Skullwoods play, since he's shown he's kind of in the mood to do Pendant dungeons.
Some nights, man, you're just in the mood for pendants.
Exactly. So, you might see that.
Good point. Alright, so Lanmoas with Fire Rod shouldn't be too difficult. He doesn't have half magic though, so he's got to be a little bit conservative.
Gonna grab an extra shot worth of magic.
Yes.
So 1 to spare.
Can he get a 0 cycle? Oh, he does. Very beautiful. It's like a double rainbow. Oh!
And
Wait.
no change whatsoever. Oh yeah, the sleeves.
Ah, he still looks like a flamingo.
He looks even more like a flamingo, actually.
See, that word wasn't even hard at all to put in there. Chex is just gonna make sure he does another flute, and then he's gonna save and quit.
Okay, and we've not seen a spike cave check from either of them because neither has encountered Cane of Burna or Cape.
So,
and Gem's routing decision obviously working out very, very well. It would have been massively to go get that small key and go get the map and compass out of the right
yeah,
side.
he got an item. Very cool. Chex is a little bit unsure what he wants to do.
I think he's going to get his sword.
Yeah, but he could have used the whirlpool there.
That's true. This isn't too
Oh yeah, and he has flippers. That's some... Oh yeah, he's gonna do the whole... Yeah, he did... No, he did fake flipper. Oh, he's gonna use this whirlpool instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Either way, it should work fine.
Oh, no!
Interesting.
Swordless ice! Huh.
I would not want to do Ice Palace without a sword. One of the reasons...
Yeah, he can't use bombos.
Well, he can't use bombos. There are places where you like to be able to... Zelnus, he's checked Zora area twice, so I hope he remembers. You'd like to be able to dash through enemies. So just that alone, even not thinking about the bombos situation, it's such a quick thing to go do. I like the play on ice as a play on ice, but not when you've got that sword outstanding.
It's not like Disney on ice.
No, it's especially when you don't have a sword, it's really not like Disney on ice.
Speaking of entering dungeons without a sword, it might be difficult. We got Gem now going into...
I mean, that was likely anyway, unless he found 2 swords, and so that one, I mean, was looking inevitable. But hey, they're both in Pendant dungeons. Or in Crystal dungeons, rather.
Like, what?
Yeah. So...
Yeah, no, this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be difficult. It's actually Gem is gonna have a little bit of an easier time having that blue mail.
True.
That flamingo disguise is gonna serve him well.
Yeah, the enemies won't know what's going on. They're like, why aren't we damaging? He's a flamingo.
So Chex is actually gonna use the switch before going for the bomb jump. Or not.
Wait. No, okay, he's just gonna do normal round.
Well, he doesn't even have the red cane.
And now he switched it back. I think he just realized he doesn't, so...
Wow.
Making
it difficult for us to cast this game here, Chex.
A little bit. I think you can bring the Jebaited out again there, Lobi and Joan.
Yes.
For the second time in about 90 seconds.
And I'll not use the way I thought it was pronounced, which is jailbait, so...
Jailbait?
I was just seeing that word, and I was like, oh, jailbait? That's a weird word. What does that mean?
And the best part is you not knowing what that means, I think.
Yeah, it makes it a lot more innocent, I suppose.
Yeah, now you know. You looked it up. See, that's what you want from a teacher, is to self-educate.
Yes, and maybe not in front of a class, but yeah.
No, I mean, you want that on, like, your private browser, but... Oh, man. That is hilarious.
Anyhow... We're moving on.
Yes, we are. Okay. So Chex just, gonna skip this test for now. Gem's got a couple to look at down here.
Alright. So yeah, there's a lot of items here, and also a lot of disappointment. This is pretty even, path.
Hey! A banana hat.
What?
A banana hat.
What? Did I miss a chest?
Take a look at Chex's sprite.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So that's the last mail, huh?
Yes,
Well,
it is.
for no mode mail. Yeah, that doesn't look like a flamingo at all.
No.
That's unfortunate. This is that is the Smurf. Well, it's not as Smurfy as you were talking about, but it's pretty Smurfy.
It's pretty Smurfy. Ooh, half magic.
Nice.
So that's a awfully helpful thing to get right before a swordless cold stare.
Yes, that is true. We're gonna have the menu fight from Gem. Ooh, getting a double. Very nice.
Yeah, that's tough to do from the bottom. And gets absolutely trolled by Argus flying across the screen, which is one of the most frustrating things about this fight when you have to do it this way, is if he decides he's going to be Turbo Argus and come at you while you're trying to kill the puffs, it'll drive you crazy.
Turbo Argus!
Here comes Turbo Argus again, and he only got one of them. So,
Turbo Argus strikes again!
Total jerk, man.
Alright, I'm gonna keep referring him as to Turbo Argus. That's great.
Well, that is absolutely what he is. Right now.
So we got... And for some reason it flows really well, although Turbo and Argus doesn't really like... It doesn't have any alliterations or anything, but I don't know, it flows well, I like it.
And Chex got a sword.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
Wait, where did he get the sword?
In the last chest of Ice Palace, so...
Oh, he has temper basically then.
He basically does, although he doesn't know that.
No, he doesn't know about the Ether Medallion, that's right. Huh, well, so this is... Yeah. Okay, so it seems that the Ledge Sword and Ice Palace Sword are the first two required swords. There might be another sword hidden. No, they really checked... Well, maybe like in Skullwood, some of the first chests there or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some more locations, but, I mean, that's a pretty clear path now. It's just that... Chex went up to Death Mountain before he had the book, so he just won't know that it's on the Ether Tablet, and I don't see any reason for him to really go back up there. He did not go that way his second trip up after he got the Titan's Mitts, so...
Maybe at the very... Like, maybe going into Ganon's Tower and just still, if he still has Masters, just want to check if he feels... Like, that's the only time I can think.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, and now Gem's gonna get a sword.
Yes.
So, he's just discovering this one on the Zora Ledge for the first time. Good routing coming out of Ice Palace.
For the first time in forever, he's discovering a sword on the ledge. Actually, it's probably done that a lot of times. There's quite a lot of ledges.
That's true.
That's why it's called Legend of Zelda. Never mind.
Oh!
I was not even a pun, it was just bad.
So, both runners, right around the 1 hour mark, getting their first sword.
No.
Both runners, right around the 1 hour mark, are going to get their second sword, most likely.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, Gem will get his second sword anytime. Well, unless he's gonna go to Ice now. We'll see.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, is that if he continues this routing, he'll just dip into Ice Palace now. We'll see if that's what he decides to do. Alright, 5-bomb upgrade sword, but no, he saves and quits, so let's see where he heads.
Alright. Actually, that doesn't even make any sense, because Zelda's a woman, she doesn't have ledges. Never mind. Oh, are they? Wow. No, they're doing it. That's hilarious. So I wonder what Gem will find in Ice. Oh, actually, no. He's gonna do hobo and stuff. He never fake flippered. Chex on the other hand. Actually, Justin, did Gem go left side swamp?
No.
Okay, so that's something Chex might do.
Yeah, he might.
So Gem got his sword from the ledge, and Chex got his sword from ledge and Ice Palace. Cold Stare.
Ledge of Zora, to be specific.
Yes, that's what. Oh yeah.
There's
I thought
like
you meant like the. And then there's the Cold Stare ledge.
The Cold Stare ledge, yes, was the other one.
Yes.
The Freezor ledge next to that hole you fall down. So, Yeah, that said, we had a lot going on between, you know, Jebaited and Ice Palace and Swamp Palace all at the same time. I think, and oh yeah, okay, and Korek agrees with me that there was one dungeon item still outstanding, and that's why Jem decided to gamble left side, not having anything because it's reduced value.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't think he checked the big chest either.
Yeah, no, the big key was to the south of the big chest, so he did.
Okay, okay. I'm a very good and observant commentator. Well, we'll see if you're right.
Yes, we will. Just right where it all kicked off, but I still managed to pay enough attention.
You're a very excellent. You're an excellent caster.
Yep. There we go.
Oh yeah, there we go, Vicky. It was about to lag exactly when I was gonna check. Like, well, we're not gonna be able to see this, but hey, we'll check.
Right.
Oh, checks is on the left side.
Hey, this could be a real big deal.
This could be the red cane.
Yeah.
Or a sword. Or the flute.
I mean, there are so many possibilities.
It's insane.
Yes.
Oh,
we also have the Village of Outcasts Titan's Mitts accessible chests.
Oh yeah, the Jeremiah cure and
yep.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So that's another possible place to go. You know, it's interesting. Ice turned out to be really useful because you've got half magic. Gem's about to get Master Sword from it.
Get rid of that bomb, Gem.
Yeah, that was a nice move, actually. He didn't line himself up, though.
No, that was not the right one. There we go. That should be good. A little bit slow. There we go.
There we go. Yep.
The only bomb jump I know in this game. So every time someone does it, I always comment, yeah, that's the good pixel. Yeah, that's a good lineup there. There you go.
Right.
It comes to hammer jumps, like, I have no idea if he's going to make it or not.
Yeah, I mean, hammer jump, you really got to learn that one if you want to have a good eye for it. That's not one you can just sort of learn by sight, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So,
right,
it's going to be exciting for checks here, huh?
Yeah. Okay, compass.
We knew that one.
That was correct.
It's this next one.
Oh.
Oh well. Would that be a correct use of the word debated?
Yes, it would.
Alright, good, good. We're learning that.
Maybe not like... I mean, it's meta debated because we knew that this was an item that was tasty since Gem didn't check it. But, I mean, Chex is just doing a full clear, so, you know.
I don't know if I would consider arrows tasty, but to each his own, I suppose.
No, I meant it was like a tasty location.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, and if you use the arrows, as Jem picks up red mail now, use the arrows as like skewers for your kebabs or whatever, then they would be tasty.
Well, you don't eat this. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'm not gonna. Sure, you got it, just. Also, Jem now looking even more like a flamingo. This is some vibrant colors, man. This red and pink
red and pink, yeah.
In incredible harmony. So it's okay. If anyone's tuning in, it's like I wonder who's ahead. The answer is we have no idea. It's really close.
It is.
Jem knowing about that one sword is nice, but it's not super necessary.
It's not. It's gonna help. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But is it enough to make, a race-changing difference? Probably not.
Oh, it's actually a good point. Jem has finished Desert Palace, which is a very quick finish if Chex routes it correctly.
Well, that's true.
I'd give Jem a small edge, sure.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I would say, like, for example, Chex checked the Graveyard Ledge Cave. I mean, there's been little things that are a little bit slower.
That was a beautiful close Colster fight.
Yes, it was. Brilliant Colster fight. So, yeah, I mean, that's where the difference arises.
Oh, that would have been a 1 cycle if he had tempered.
That's correct, yeah.
Killed him good.
And yeah, Chex's full clear here doesn't pay out, so it does cost him a little time.
That is true. Basically a sync at the end there, though. So, Gem now, is he getting a little bit stuck?
Maybe a little. Not doing what Chex did, though, which is Eastern, which is, now that we think about it a little more, the time difference, I think.
Yes.
The primary time difference.
Yeah, so Chex has done a couple of gambles which didn't pay off. Eastern and left side Swamp.
Yeah.
Gem, on the other hand, might go ahead and do something like that. No, well, he has the mitts, so he's gonna do the frog tour.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not that big of a tour anymore. Oh, no. And he's never checked the shovel spot. Well, that is... Chex is the only one with the shovel. So, as casters and knowing, except if something is buried, this Jeremiah tour basically has to pay off something, I think.
It's pretty close to the last.
There's also the Skullwoods dip. The Skullwoods ranch dressing.
Yes.
Well, that was silvers.
It wasn't 5. It was silvers. Yeah,
someone in chat was like, "Was that silvers?" And everyone's like, "Nah, it wasn't silvers." we are sorry.
Yeah, nice call, whoever that was in chat. Man, Jen getting absolutely trolled by these sparkles.
Indeed.
I
hate sparkles. No, it's glitter. Glitter, I hate glitter.
Glitter, yeah.
I have 2 daughters, and we banned glitter from the house. Well,
Good.
I banned glitter from the house.
That sounds like a ban to me.
Yes. So this is gonna be okay. So Chex does the same good routing in desert, so he's not gonna lose time on that.
Yeah, nice job.
So if, let's say, progression is in the beginning of Skullwoods and Gem gambles Eastern, then we are basically even again.
Yeah, I just can't. The way Gem routes, I am assuming his idea is if I don't find what I need here. Well, I don't know. He might do purple chest, so
Yeah, and also he might do graveyard ledge, which kind of moves him a little bit away from Skullwoods.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Oh, the cane!
Here's progression. No, that's not progression.
Well, it is, maybe.
If Turtle... Well, they already have Ice Rod. Ooh.
Gem does. Chex has actually never been to the digging game, so he still doesn't even have it.
That's true. Yeah, if Chex finds Flute, and Gem has to dip Turtle Rock, and it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a potential troll here.
Yeah.
Well, it's already troll. This is smelling so strong of Turtle Rock progression.
It is. It's and not just Turtle Rock progression, but Trinex progression.
Oh yeah, true. Man, if Trinex has Flute, that would be fairly trolly.
Fairly, maybe understating it a little.
Yes, it would be extremely trolly.
Yeah. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he's going to go up there. So he's not going to touch Eastern Palace.
Oh, nor Skullwoods.
Gonna grab a sword, too.
Huh. Oh yeah, that's a good point. You should go up there and get the sword. Yes.
Yeah.
So Ice was at the digging game.
Digging game, so... Oh my gosh, Chex actually is a Smurf now.
Oh, let's have a look.
Yeah.
I can't see him yet. There. Oh wow, yes. That's not a flamingo at all.
No.
So yeah. So Gem knows that Ether Tablet is tempered, or else he would never really actually do this, I think.
Right.
Well, actually, before tipping into turtle, they might want to do something like this. That's actually interesting. If Chex has no other option than dipping turtle, he might come and get his tempered as well.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but...
Also, Spike Cave, Gem could have... No, they don't have any invincibility items.
Yeah, that doesn't
It's
mean
not in
that
logic.
it's not, but I mean, what if, like, Cane of Burna is in Turtle Rock? That is why I am always of the opinion you can check Spike Cave.
Yes.
Just do it. Just get it out of the way.
Oh wow, Chex is going for the NMG strat of getting his Ice Rod. Oh no, that's not Ice Rod. Yeah, or 300. Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, NMG routing, and going to continue that routing.
Also gonna bother some guards, poking them on the side.
Yeah.
Man, kind of rude.
It's deserved.
Yeah, that's true. These guards have been a pain in the nuts. I mean, sorry. I don't know what I just said. Let's move on. So, Gem is gonna check the first chest here. Gem does not want to stay in this dungeon longer than he has to.
No, of course not. You'll see an instant warp out.
Yeah, if he finds the flute. I guess it's only flute, really.
It is.
Yes.
And yeah, it's not 100% NMG Elminster, but we'll call it a hybrid NMG.
Hey, that first dig that Chex did, can there actually be something in that spot?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. You can't dig anywhere, though.
You know, I don't know. I've actually wondered that and never tested it. If you can dig in the south part.
For science!
Yeah.
Oh, but this is really good for Chex now. He's gonna get his cane as well. Well, potentially good, depending if Turtle Rock has progression.
Right. But we sure don't have a lot of stuff left. Super Soup, no, there's not. The reason for that is that the logic needs to be good, even for one-hit knockout modes, and if it's based on how many hearts you have, that doesn't make sense. So
that's a good point. So here comes the chain chomp room, everyone's favorite. And Jam gets it. Very nice.
Yeah, very nicely done. Not the item he was looking for.
No, it's in another castle. Oh, hopefully not, actually.
Okay. And Elminster correcting me on what the logic does now. I've got an old version of logic as to what the hype cave requirement or the spike cave requirement is.
I can see some professor. This is an old version of logic.
Yeah, and it's true that Burna does burn more slowly than the cake, so you can see the reasoning behind it. It was a nice, convenient kind of hybrid solution back when it was also taking 1HKO OHKO into account.
Where was the Cane of Burna? I mean, Super Mario. Oh no, Chex has the Cane of Super Mario. Never mind.
Yeah, just got it. But going to do a powder check before turning in this purple chest.
Freshening up his makeup. I like it. He does need it. He looks like a Smurf.
It's true.
Oh no, the bad spin. Oh, and then like kind of an interesting spin. Ah, it was a good save. Having tempered hair really helps.
Made up for it. Now...
He's gonna dig his way to...
Yeah. What?
Chex, what are you doing? You don't want to walk the whole way. Yeah, there we go.
I was gonna say, maybe he was thinking flute, you know? Like, it's just one of those automatic things.
Yeah, he was trying to dig and no bird came.
Right.
In my experience, when I try to dig, a bird shows up. Oh, like cape.
Now, what did I say?
No, I don't... Oh... Oh, the commentator's curse is real.
Yeah, except this was not a curse. This was a do this. And neither runner has. Yeah, exactly.
Oh. What if Chex goes up to the mountain just to check Ether Tablet and Spike Cave and finds...
Or just does them first. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's going to do Skull Woods.
Yes, that is interesting, especially if... Yeah.
Oh, there it is!
That, and ladies and gentlemen, 1 hour, 18 minutes. Gem is in go mode. I think. Yes. Yes, he is.
And
he only has one dungeon left there.
That cape was definitely... We'll call it a jail cape.
All right. Oh, he hasn't checked Sick Kid. All right, so we're gonna very soon have the lovely song of the duck played for us by Gem. Let's see if he can have a good performance this time and not play any sour notes. We even got up on the high ones. Very good.
Yeah, that was very, very nice.
Yeah, I would like a concert, a Hyrule Kingdom concert would be quite boring, I feel. It'd be like the same song over and over. Oh, Chex is actually going in the back when he's just checking for items, which is weird. Oh, I think he's hoping for a pedestal seed. That's
a good point. I mean, he still would need Turtle Rock for that, but
yeah. This is not looking too good for Chex right now.
No. Do not think with that kind of... I mean, Gem was already kind of in the lead, and so every second that Chex doesn't go to Turtle Rock, it's just whiting.
Yeah, there's really nothing... There's no consolation. There's nothing else he could find that would help him at this point. Maybe like another sword somewhere else, but that won't make too much of a difference.
No.
He's gonna get a pet check, though. That's gonna be interesting. At least give the viewers something to look at.
This could also be a sword. Nah.
Oh, that's a sank heart, isn't it?
It's just normal heart.
Okay, what does the sank heart say?
I actually don't know if it says anything different now that you mention it.
So it could be, okay.
It could be, yeah. 1 in whatever chance that is, 10 or 11.
Pick up a bomb. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, no, he didn't want to pass it. Oh wow, that's such a nice mire.
Absolutely, it's the dream.
Oh, yeah. This went from really close to Gem's game to lose.
Yeah, it did, and you know, Chex made a gamble on Eastern Palace. He simply made the wrong pendant gamble, and you know, sometimes, especially when you're playing someone as high level as Gem is, you decide, yep, I just gotta make a gamble and hope it pays off, and this time it didn't. That's the way it goes.
And Chex found the Canterburner, which might send him to Spike Cave, which we know is nothing.
Yep, in spite of my protesting to the contrary.
Yes.
And looks like we're gonna get some fun from Gem here.
Oh, he did set it up. I didn't know he actually set it up. There we go. Oh, very nice.
That is perfect. And it's very difficult to explain that glitch if you don't understand, but the simple, kind of somewhat technical explanation is that you program values into the RAM of the game that make it sort of put together the location of the crystal with Fire Rod Splash. And you end up changing the crystal somehow.
Yeah, that is a technical explanation.
Yeah, not really, but it's difficult to explain it. It has to do with there being a limited number of spaces in the RAM for the game to store data, and you manipulate it basically.
Gem did a very nice fight there. By the way, got a 0 cycle Vitreous, which helps a lot when you have the silver arrows. And Chex not finding that last item, he may go and fight Moldorm for it. Ugh. No, not Moldorm. You know, Mothula.
Yeah, the other MO boss.
Yes. Member of some organization. I don't know. So now, Gem is in go. Yeah, we have a little game. No, we don't. This is the other channel. Well, we can play the game here too.
You can still play the game.
Yes. So in Ganon's Tower, there are 21, 22. one of those two numbers, locations for the big key to be in. And you type a number in chat, and if you are correct, then you're awesome, but we don't really have any other prizes for you because this is not speed gaming.
If you have better Twitch TV or oh, there we go, Zelda's got it for you. Their Moo Cow Pong.
Oh,
yeah, that's the detailed, much more technical explanation of how that glitch works.
Oh, it was back to the glitch. I thought you were talking about the game. Alright. So we're gonna have an unnecessary Mothula fight, but it's in either way fairly impressive fight usually.
Yeah, Chex's doing a nice job, although Mothula like piled into that corner of the spike, but
it's his safe space.
Yeah, exactly.
So where do you think the big key is?
I am going to go ahead and say it is the back right chest behind the ice cream.
Oh wow, that was all this specific.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's 16, no matter what.
Okay. So a raw 16 for you.
Yes. That's how I like my 16s. Not medium rare, just raw.
Now, Chex is gonna get probably the tempered sword here.
Yes. Oh, he may go Spike Cave first. Well, he doesn't.
Yeah. Nope, he's doing that. So unless, I mean, it's possible his plan is, let me check this, then I'm going to go back up the same way again to get to Turtle Rock. So it actually doesn't matter much.
Oh no. Sorry. He has 2 checks already.
You know, if you've got some puns for us, Elm, this would probably be the time.
No.
All the times.
No, we don't want to take his comments any further. We have already said enough dumb things this season.
Now check out Chex using the dash glitch with the Cane of Burneth to get out of Spike Cave quickly.
Oh, he's gonna go Ether now, actually.
Yeah. So pretty cool. You don't often have a reason to do something like that.
So I think we're at 7. Oh, using the best boomerang in a really good way. See, that's why it's the best.
I'll take your word for that one there.
We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah. Oh no, he's not checking Ether Tablet. Wait a minute.
Dude,
yes, he is.
Come on, Jex. You can do this. It's
All
not
right.
that important, actually, but you still want to do it.
Oh, definitely. It is important.
Oh, yeah.
That tempered feels good.
8? 9?
Yeah.
8? I think we're 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9? I said 9. So 16 is gonna be Ice Armor's room then, I think. So it's the same as you, maybe.
It could be, theoretically, yeah.
Depending on the order. Alright, so Chex is gonna follow behind now. Ooh, the single arrow.
Alright, that was 10 through 13, so Bob will be 14.
Yeah. So 16 and your...
Yeah, if Gem leans to the right, 16 will be the right chest behind Ice Armor.
Oh, he barely had mana to do Ether there. Ooh.
Yeah, did he ever pick himself up a blue potion? Because if not, he could have gotten his shovel out, I guess.
Oh yeah, start digging.
Yeah.
So Bob is 14?
Bob is 14 in this pathing.
Oh, and it's not Bob. No, Bob is dead. I'm sorry, man. He just couldn't make it. Oh, gets a Miss Silver there, but it'll be fine. Eventually it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's just
there we
annoying.
go.
It's massively annoying when that guy is jumping all over you and you're trying to shoot him.
15!
Right. And he leans left!
No, 16!
Hey!
So you were right and I was wrong? Is that the conclusion?
That is the conclusion.
Oh wow, it's so close though.
16 is not equal to 17 if you're gonna do that.
Oh wow, you're gonna give me this. Alright. I'm never gonna hear the end of this one. Oh, we get a big key find from Chex as well, but this one's a little bit easier. So Gem is gonna head into the dreaded gauntlet, where we'll have a lot of enemies waiting for him.
Yes, he's got pretty good equipment for it, though.
He does. I like how I just set that up with a horrible way of setting it up and just expected you to save it somehow.
I'll just go ahead and bounce right off of that one.
You did an excellent job, Justin.
Thank you very much. But yeah, no, he's got red mail, he's got tempered sword, silver arrows, he's got half magic with the fire rod. So really, any way he wants to approach this out of the normal strats, he's got it. Looks like it's going to be arrows.
He can even use a medallion for each room.
That's true, although a player like Gem is not going to.
Oh, that lineup!
And that's why. I mean, it's, yeah. He's very good at dash strats, and he's just blowing through this.
Yeah. Does he do NMG runs of this?
I do believe so.
Oh, wow. That is... It's just gorgeous to behold. Flute is in Turtle Rock. It was right before the Dark Rooms.
Yep. Chex is just about to get it.
Yeah, roll room, I guess it's called.
That's right. And
well, why is that roll room when there's two rollers in the... I guess because that's the big key chest room, I suppose. No, it's not... Well, no. That's not the big key chest room. It just usually has the big key when we play Randomizer.
That's also true, yeah. It's in there a lot, isn't it?
Yes. Well, that's rollers. There we go. See, I'm learning so many things, but see, I've only casted this like 15 or 16 times, so I still have a lot to learn. Come on, Chex, you can do this. There we go. Yeah, Chex did both Skullwoods and Eastern, and Gem did not, so that did put him quite a ways behind. So that ice rod did point him to Turtle Rock, but it actually was never necessary. Yeah,
it was a complete red herring as far as the actual necessity, but maybe made him think Turtle Rock. Of course, he never dipped a Pendant dungeon early, so once the cane and the ice rod showed up, it was almost a foregone conclusion. It's the most item dense choice. So it just depends on, you know, because it is a time investment, so it's a trade-off.
Oh, very nice hammer strat there from Chex. I like it.
Yep.
So Gem's gonna dance with Trolldorn.
Yeah. Always.
Oh, Trolldorn should be teaching dance lessons.
Certainly, it's got moves.
Yes.
The problem is, you try to lead, it just knocks you out of the way.
Not the best moves. Gem, don't try it. Ooh. All right. Looks like he was gonna hover there for a second.
I wasn't too worried, to be honest.
No, that's true. It's true you weren't worried. So, Chex finding go mode. It's about 9 minutes later? A little bit more? Yeah, more.
Yeah.
13 minutes later. I think that's it.
Yeah, and still has the entirety of Mire. Let's see how this... just the single. That was a tough one to line up.
Yeah, the geometry isn't really going as well as he would like.
No, and this is a terrible lineup too. Still only gets a single out of it. Really tough. Well, this is going to be a little better. Yeah. There we go. Nice.
Oh, that was a triple. Huh? Barely a triple. There we go.
All right, wraps it up.
Indeed. So, at this point, Gem will need to like fail a Ganon fight like 4 times consecutively, or maybe even more for this even to be even.
It'll be a number of them. Yeah.
Yes, it's a finite whole number.
It's a finite whole number that's relatively large in the domain of A Link to the Past Randomizer.
Yes. It's not relatively large in general though, considering whole numbers.
That is true.
Chex, where are you going? Alright, okay, there we go. Oh yeah, so he's also setting up the spooky glitch. Sorry, spooky glitch.
Alright, so... Ooh, I guess he dash strats here on Ganon from Gem after he...
Oh, he got the double on the spin!
Yep.
I think he got 12.
certainly did. That's an excellent first two phases.
I wonder if Gem feels behind or not. Well, he can't feel too behind because I don't know why. Some excellent commentary here from Kanban.
All right, a triple to start by Gem. Beautiful.
Oh wow! Oh, don't fall down! Don't fall down! Okay,
there we go. Great fight.
There we hope. Spam your GGs in the chat, and we're gonna soon get the official time for Gem. He just does not need to fall down right now, which I don't think he will. And he will be finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 7 seconds. Congratulations to Gem for winning this race.
This race and this round of 64 matchup with a 2 wins and 1 loss record against Chexhuman. Very well deserved and well earned against a very good opponent.
Yes. Now, unfortunately, Gem does not have a microphone, I'm being told, so he will not be joining us for an interview.
Yeah, hopefully will join us in chat. We can say hello, but won't be able to have a voice interview. And hey, there we go. Timed it perfectly. Great job, Gem. Really just a sharp race. You made not just good execution, but you also made the right decision on which pendant dungeon to check out first. Was finding the Ice Rod at Digging Game and the Cane of Samaria from the Dwarf your thinking on choosing to go up to Turtle Rock?
I like how we're still doing an interview, but we just have to... Oh, Chex actually got the glitch, but then he forgot that he actually hadn't hit the switch earlier, so he didn't need to.
He's giving us some bonus glitch action.
Yes.
It's good stuff.
it's what gets me through the day, let me tell you. Oh, and we have 256 viewers, which is great, because that's 2 to the power of 7 or 8. One of those 2.
2 to the 10 is 1024, right? So it would be 2 to the 8.
Yes, you are correct. Oh, and a 0 cycle from Chex.
Back with the real tough, hard-hitting question in chat there.
See, since Gem is in chat and maybe answering in chat, we don't even know. Gem hasn't answered anything yet, so we can ask him in chat. We got like the full-on interview experience here.
Yeah, Fareem is absolutely correct. I use my laptop microphone when I'm streaming myself, so you know, come on, Gem.
Oh, don't give the guy a hard time. So with that math joke, we were able to drop down 20 views. That was pretty good.
Nice job. Way to break them in there.
There we go. So yeah, so Chex did check that. Sword. Tempered sword. There we go. Words are coming out of my mouth. And he will now be able to go to Ganon Tower himself. Now, we have a game on this channel. No, I'm just kidding. We already know where the big key is. But Zero still wants to play it. So if...
I'm going to go ahead and go with the chest to the right of after Ice Armos. But, you know, if you guys want to go 7. 17 seems like a pretty good guess.
I think it's actually going to be Talron this time.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes. I'm just curious to see what he does here. But also, you know what? Props for Chex for finishing this race. I'm pretty sure he knows that Gem has won by this time, but he's finishing it. He's playing it through. Although this is like not only like a 1-0, but this is a 2-1, which means that he is officially, unfortunately, out of the tournament. But Chex had an incredible run. He beat a lot of notable players in the Swiss round. Who did he beat in round 128? I actually forgot to check that. I'm gonna act like a very professional person right now and pretend I already knew this. Hang on, just give me a second.
Yeah, just go ahead and type that in.
Oh, there's a guy named Justin there in round 64 too. I can see.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Thanks for letting us know.
Yes. Yeah, you didn't know that.
I rely on.
Oh, he beat JTB in the round of 128. That's actually really good. 2-1.
It sure is.
So Gem. Oh, actually, I just got rid of the brackets. I want to see who Gem's going to be playing next year. Let's get those brackets back up. I closed my windows too fast.
Check's checking one chest on the right side, so...
What?
I'm not sure if he's memeing or if he did what I saw yesterday, which was a runner forget a chest in
That's interesting.
the Stalfos room.
Gem will be facing the winner of Problems in Real Life and F. Coughlin? Coughlin, with an F, spelled with an F, of course.
That's Fred.
Oh, Fred Coughlin.
Do you ever use the speedruns live for doing races?
Oh, 2 times ever.
Okay, well you may have seen a bot in there in the race rooms called FC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Fred's bot. So we have him to thank for making it so easy for us to set up seeds.
Nice.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
We do.
Also, we want to just Problems in Real Life, who Gem may be facing in the next round, was one of the top 8 finishers, or maybe even top 4 finishers in the Key Sanity tournament.
That's right. Yeah, Problem's an excellent player with excellent Twitch emotes, as Gem has already demonstrated. So.
Aw. He seems like a very happy guy.
Well, we're just gonna have to find out, aren't we?
Well, with that emote and calling himself Problems in Real Life, but that's fine. It may be ironic.
I'm thinking it probably is.
Yeah, I think you're right. I wonder where that butter sword was, though.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. We've got the right side, Ganon's tower.
We have a little bit of. I think there was 1 item in Meyer they never got, or maybe even 2.
Yeah.
So it could be in Meyer. Apart from that, Pyramid Fairy could have it.
That's true, because you didn't get your second crystal for that until you beat Meyer, the last dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Truth has been spoken.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, though.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, someone did check the dig spot. Chex did.
300 rupees for checks at the dig spot.
He didn't even pick him up.
Nope. And funny enough,
that's how rich he is.
What I've just realized, Kanban, because Chex did not check the second chest on the right, as long as he goes clockwise, checking these 3 chests, it's going to be 16 this time.
It is. Oh, and he's playing the dangerous game by getting rid of some arrows before the fight.
All the way down to 30, so watch out.
Oh, you got it. Alright, come on, go left.
Looks like
looks like,
yes! Chest number 16.
Ah, I got it, finally.
Hilarious.
Alright. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh, we got some stats over at Gemside. I didn't look too much at them. I have a question. Why is there so many more stats when you play a Plando than when you play a normal randomizer?
It might be based on an old Logic version. In most recent couple Logic versions, it cut down the stats significantly.
Ah, I see.
The Plandos are probably older.
Yeah.
Yeah,
also,
very nice.
If anyone is getting a little bit tired of just playing normal randomizer, playing a Plandomizer is actually a lot of fun.
And don't just take Kanban's word for that, because I watched him play Randomizer, and it was pretty fun.
You're not going to say, I also played it. Like, no, you watched me play
I watched you get tortured by it. That was fun.
Yeah, that's because Justin is a horrible human being, so he takes pleasure. He takes pleasure in watching me suffer. No, I'm just kidding. Justin's a great human being. Yes. No, Plandos can be great. So we're gonna see now Chex going through the gauntlet in an excellent fashion so far, working his way towards Mr. Dragmire.
Yep, Ganon, Dragmire.
Oh, that
very
laser.
Nice.
Just sending him in the right direction.
And Sam the Third, yeah, Plandomizer. So it is possible to plan out a seed, and that is just basically what a Plando is. It's it's fun idea. You can have any kind of philosophy behind how you plan it out. One that Kanban was playing, for example, was, what was it called? Magic is the master or something.
Yeah,
like
magic
that?
is might.
Is might. So basically, no swords until the absolute latest possible time. You've got to beat all the bosses and go through all the dungeon magic items.
Yes,
so,
it was mostly fire rod, ice rod, stuff like that. It forced you, for example, to do an ice rod landmo was fine, but it also was kind and gave you 3 green goo bottles very early on. So
yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah, so
it was fun because you feel like you play an intended different game. Yeah.
So yeah, just a different. If the designers of the original had different ideas,
yes,
they might have come up with it that way.
Chex having a little bit of trouble there with that last Wizrobe room, but he gets it eventually, and he's going to make his way into another room that I don't remember the name of.
Torch room?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Torch firebar room?
Sounds like you made it up more than it's the official name, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of torch rooms back to back. I could just collectively refer to them as the torch rooms.
There's a lot of Randomizers, Sam the Third, and I'm sure one of them is called at least something like it. There are some really painful. There's like one just called like Turtle Rock Triple Dip Required or something. Like there are some really. Oh, wait, did he just set up? Did he just set up the spooky glitch in Ganon's Tower now?
No.
Okay.
Extra bomb there, very nice.
It wasn't too helpful, I feel.
Oh, there's a butter sword.
There we go. We found it.
Thank you very much for that check. We appreciate that.
One random chest that he's checking has the one item that we were actually looking for that we don't know where it is.
Yeah. Just about everything else in the game, so...
Does Chex know something we don't? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's the only one too. That was actually that was really weird, but it was kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, can you keep running there without bonking all the time?
I don't know what the difference is because I bonk sometimes, but other times I don't. I've just never learned how you prevent bonking. So I'm sure there is a way, but I don't know it.
Do you need help preventing bonking? Call 1-800.
Exactly.
All right.
Chex managed to double there. This was a tough fight for Gem, but it's not. It was just a crappy bunch of geometry. And still got a triple in the middle of it, like this one. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, that was horrible.
It's brutal. Now this is where Gem pulled off the triple, as I recall.
Oh, but
Chex gets a double.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
almost a triple. There we go. Oh, he actually finished at the exact same ball, I think.
Yep, that's correct. Different path to get to it, but the same end result.
I am noticing some similarities. All right. Sorry, I was just checking out something real quick. So we're gonna have Chexhuman. He's gonna be faced off with the eligible bachelor, Ganondorf Dragonmire, and we'll see. Oh, and he switches to Kane. Why?
He's gonna do spin strats off of the Kane block.
What is this?
Or he's just gonna throw it for no particular reason. No, here we go. Okay, tried to get the spin strat.
Oh, I see. That's an interesting, huh? Or he can just find a really good position.
Yeah, I mean that helps too.
And he has butter.
Something to practice. Although, yeah, the Kane block does cause lag when the fire bats are on the screen. So you want to get rid of that.
Yeah. Man, it's one thing I don't understand. Like, I can understand the game lagging when you play it on like a Super Nintendo, but why does it keep lagging when you play like an emulator?
Because the emulator is properly emulating the original and behaving just like it would if it were a real console.
Huh.
And that is why emulators that don't properly emulate the lag are not allowed racing.
I see. So like the SNES with the Z is probably not emulating that as well as it should then.
That's exactly right.
Huh, it would be interesting to play on that emulator just for fun to see the difference without lag.
It would definitely be a much different experience.
Unfortunately, Chex falls down.
It's tough to get that from the underside because you barely have any, I don't know,
Yeah, you gotta
margin
hold
for error. Yeah,
You gotta hold up for so long, huh?
you do, and then you end up overholding. You'll just hug Ganon anyway and get knocked off. So it's a tough one.
All right, I think he's gonna drop the cane strats this time.
Scoticus Rex in chat is correct. Z-SNES doesn't work anymore, although it used to.
Oh, at all?
Yeah, there's a splash screen. You should check it out. It's actually pretty funny.
Huh.
That the devs put in to prevent you from using it.
Oh, okay.
I won't spoil it. Just have a look for yourself.
Huh. It would be interesting to have an emulator that emulates the game but doesn't add the lag, just to see what is it like to play with a lot of items on the screen and no lag, just the feel of it.
Yeah, I mean, what you could do is find an old seed from one of the previous versions before that got added and try it out.
So it only doesn't work for randomizers, but it does work for normal, yeah, on
Sure.
SNES. Oh yeah, okay, so we can just do that. Actually, what I would like to see is like a translated Japanese version, because I would like to just talk to NPCs and see what they actually said, but I would also like to item dash.
Yeah.
Like for the original game, that is.
GG to Chexhuman, finishing off again.
Yes, very well. And he's... Oh yeah, go ahead, you can do that.
Okay, I will. Finishes with 1:49:33 is his official time. And
I'm not sure if we're gonna do an interview for Chex.
yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's see if he wants to.
Yeah, we'll certainly see. If not, no worries at all. No one's ever fired.
Yes. No, he's waiting in the waiting room, so
Yes,
I think he's okay with this. Let me see if I can... I'm actually gonna talk to him. Oh, no, there he is.
Chexhuman, GG. Well done.
GG, thank you.
So you made a gamble, and a perfectly valid one, I think. Going to Eastern looking for stuff. You may have discussed with Jem during the delay time, I'm not sure, but I mean, essentially the difference in the race came down to Jem's first pendant gamble was Turtle Rock. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah. So what was, I don't know, what was your thinking? What was it that made you think, yeah, I'll just go ahead and do the Eastern check and see what we can find there?
Right. Well, I just wanted to route it in.
Yeah.
Why not?
You were in the area. That's kind of what we were thinking, and yeah, I mean, and it turned out. I mean, certainly the thought process turned out to be absolutely correct. It was just, you know, you ended up doing that, and then you did the Skull Woods check, which that was available obviously really early. But
Yeah,
you know,
if the flute was in Skull Woods instead of Turtle Rock, you would have basically pulled ahead, I think, or at least been much more even. So it was a gamble, basically.
but you were both forced to gamble, so it just really came that for you guys.
Right.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the race itself, your performance?
Oh, I feel fine. It felt like a normal playthrough for me. And just, you know, had to gamble on the right pendant dungeon or whatever.
That's rando, right?
Yeah. And Jem is really good at this, so I'm glad he's moving on.
Well, and certainly you are as well. We talked about both of your skill in the game. That's nice of you to say about Jem. I'm glad you feel like you did a good job, because you did.
I'm pretty sure I skipped the bombable hut in Village of Outcast just by accident, so that could have been trouble for me too.
I suppose it could have turned out to be a time save.
Yeah. Now, actually, I did interview you the first match you had versus Jem. I was casting that as well, Chex. And you talked about nerves that time, that you were very nervous the whole time, although it didn't really look like it. How was it today? Were you a bit calmer, or was the nerves kicking in as well?
Oh yeah, I was more calm today. I don't know why.
Well, that's good. That's good. It's nice to be able to do this without being too stressed out.
Yeah, totally.
How that works, isn't it? I mean,
Stating the obvious.
Well, no, but I mean, what I mean is just like it's cool. It's great that you weren't nervous today, but you're not sure why, and it's like, yeah, what's up with that, you know? But no, your execution was great. So even if you had been nervous after what Kanban told me about the first game of this match, we wouldn't have been able to tell the difference.
Yes, indeed. So, yes, congratulations, Chex, on making it this far. I want to say that top 64 out of 500 and more than 22, if you count the ones who are already seeded, is quite an achievement. So hopefully we'll be seeing you a lot more in tournaments in the future.
Thank you. Yes, I'm glad I made it this far. I didn't expect to make it into the brackets. So, and now I'm happy to have some more freedom.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do with that freedom now?
Not
probably play more randomizer, but I'm also doing glitch categories in the vanilla game as well.
Oh, so, nice glitch.
We'll see.
So, any particular favorite glitch category you've got?
All dungeons, and any % no EG are my favorites at the moment.
Cool.
Those are so fun to watch.
They really are.
Is any % no EG the same as Defeat Ganon uses EG? Never mind. Yeah, no, that's a different category.
Yeah, I haven't attempted Defeat Ganon yet, but that looks like a pretty fun one. I just haven't used EG much.
No, I yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Just
there's always reverse boss order. That's the one that I don't know. There's just something I think is just fantastic.
Right, I'll get there.
Awesome.
Eventually.
I would love to see that once you do. That's great stuff.
Yeah, just the fact that it's possible is insane.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap this up for now. But thanks to Chex and of course to Gem, although he's not here with us right now, for competing in this race. It was quite exciting to watch. Thanks to my co-caster Justin for making this a pleasurable experience, and also making sure I don't say too many dumb things.
Well, happy to be with you as always, Ken. Very much.
Thanks to CZX for keeping up with the tracking, and also for Tiru for restreaming this. He's been doubling down on duty, casting that last round as well. So he's been a champion.
Absolutely.
All right, so I think we're going to leave you with this. There is a lot more randomizer going. Actually, do you have that overview? Because I just closed that window without realizing that.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, great.
So coming up, let's see, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, which is in about an hour. Wolfie and one of our guests in chat today, Farame. That's on Speed Gaming. So that is a big matchup. And then a couple hours after that, if you want to keep watching Rando, you're going to get it back-to-back because Unfit will be facing Violet Pumpkin on Speed Gaming 4 at 8:30 Eastern. And then we'll have ACMLM and Briar 15 minutes later on Speed Gaming 5, an absolutely huge matchup, that one. And then rounding it out for the evening, Arius 13 and Willard J. Bradley, that's on Speed Gaming 2 at 9:30 Eastern. Alongside Freddy and Dragon Master 0283, that's going to be right here on ALTTP Randomizer.
I wish I lived in America. All right.
Hey, VODs, man. It's all about the VODs.
That is true. More randomizer than you can possibly digest in a week. So, with that, we're gonna leave you with that sentences, Kanban. And thank you all for watching, and have a great evening.
So long, everybody.